Welcome to the 5-Minute Youth Ministry Coach, your quick encouragement and equipping to help you serve students faithfully and fruitfully. This is episode 5 in our foundation series, again, required training for all of our youth workers before they begin youth ministry. You know, in youth ministry, it's easy to get discouraged when students don't seem to get it, or even worse, when they take a step backwards. But today I want to encourage you with a vision that's not about perfection, it's about progress. So we're talking today about the reality that we want students who are maturing, but not with the expectation that they're mature. So a difference, maturing, but not mature. And so I've got 3 main points to talk to you about with that. Number 1, spiritual growth is gradual, not linear. Spiritual growth is a gradual thing, and it's not a linear thing. So it doesn't happen in a perfect straight line. You can kind of think of it like the stock market over a long period of time. If you look on any one day, you may be ready to panic, or you may be ready to think that you're going to be a millionaire. But if you back it out over the long period, the hope is that that line is progressing steadily upward. And students grow in unpredictable waves as well, not in straight lines. So I've seen things like this. Some 6th graders show incredible habits and insight, but then they drift and struggle as they grow up. So they may come into 6th grade with great Bible, carrying habits. They bring their Bibles and journals to youth group. They're ready to discuss, especially the 6th grade girls. But then over the next couple of years, they get more insecure, less confident, and spiritually drift. Others may seem spiritually flat, and then they just absolutely catch fire in 11th grade or even 12th grade. Or I've had it happen where they were flat all the way through youth and just blossom right as they get into college. Maturity develops unevenly. We are maturing physically, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. And every single person's timeline is different, including students. And so you'll have some that are very physically mature and their minds and emotions have not caught up with it. You'll have some that are very spiritually mature, but they still look like little babies even into high school. They're not going to mature along an even line. And that's why we play the long game. So number 2, what do we want to do? We want to hold high standards but offer tons of grace. Hold high standards, but offer tons of grace. So you're going to see students who know Bible facts, but don't care at all about serving others. You're going to see students who pray on mission trips and then stumble with purity when they get back home or while they're on the mission trip. You're going to see students who recite scripture, but don't know how to sweep a floor or start a conversation. And we need to realize that's normal in discipleship. We've all got blind spots, and kids do too. So we don't lower the bar. So we're not lowering what is ultimately the goal of our standards, but we want to surround our expectations with patience, grace, and empathy. For instance, is lowering the bar. I want kids to know the Bible, but I also want them to be able to sweep a broom. And so it's okay for me to encourage their Bible reading while prompting and provoking them to figure out how to pick up a chair or sweep a broom. But we want to remember this. We are a coach, not a critic. Don't forget how many spiritual faceplants you've done on your way to maturity. So number 1, spiritual growth is gradual, not linear. Number 2, hold high standards and offer tons of grace. And then finally, let's remember, feed what you want to grow. There's a saying that I say to students all the time: what you feed will grow, and what you starve will die. And so we want to celebrate effort, obedience, and spiritual fruit, not just performance or head knowledge. I want to celebrate when I truly see effort and I see obedience, and then when I can see the spiritual fruit in their life. I want to catch them doing the right thing and affirm it out loud. Oftentimes we are so focused on the one who's misbehaving or who's out of line, we ignore the good things happening. And so we want to catch them doing good, celebrate and affirm it. Also, you want to speak life into the version of them that God is shaping, not just the version standing in front of you today. You have no idea oftentimes what's going on inside. And so you want to speak life into what you see God ultimately doing in them, not just what their exterior is showing right now. And then remember, we're not the judge. We're their shepherds, we're their coaches, we're their cheerleaders, but we are not their judge. Now, your students, you're going to be walking with students in middle school during their growth period, and growth is messy. You're going to be walking with students in high school where they have bigger decisions with bigger stakes, and some of them are awesome things, and some of them are going to just absolutely fall flat on their face and humiliate themselves and people around them. You want to stay humble, stay hopeful, and stay invested. God is more patient with the process than you are, so let's not demand maturity. Let's nurture maturity. Don't demand maturity, nurture maturity, and let grace lead the way. Hey, I'm Jay Holland, and this has been your 5-Minute Youth Ministry Coach. Remember, in addition to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, you can catch each of these episodes at www.youthministry.coach, where you'll also find them in blog form if you prefer reading over listening. And if this is helpful to you, please share it with somebody else. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.